Hey folks, your buddy Jason here. Just playing around with some Stationeers. I've been making new videos and stuff for it, new tutorial videos, and I thought, you know what? While I'm working on these, why don't I just do a let's play? Let's see how I start a game. So here we are. We're just starting off. One of the first things I always do is put my my duct tape in my uniform as well as the data disk. That way I don't just kind of forget about them and leave them somewhere, or not have them when I need them. Those are super important. And I'm throwing these cartridges in here for the time being. Because we don't particularly need them on us, especially at the moment. So I'm just grabbing stuff we will need and sticking those in here. And that is pretty much the easiest way to handle setting all this stuff up initially. So one of the first things I do is I get my solar situation kind of set up, I don't know where I want my base to be. However, we'll go ahead and just start kind of setting these up as a kind of a baseline. Let's I didn't want, okay, there we go. Float up here. And grab our iron, and of course the most hated instrument in the world, the torch. Turn it on, and as always, be careful what you point it at. And freaking remember to turn it off. Alright, so. Alright, we got something we can walk on. Now eventually, of course, we're going to want to put our sunlight meter on here, and we'll probably have an outcropping or something there to attach that to. But let's go ahead and grab the solar panel. And let's stick that plus the glass back in here and take a battery cell and an APC. Okay. So, let's go ahead and swap those out. Those stay right. Stay. Stupid damn. Here, you stay. Okay. And the blowtorch again. Okay. Alright. Back you go. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and set up this area power controller. And I'm going to stick that back in my inventory. Drop those again. Pull this fella out. Throw that on. Pick these guys up. Yada yada. Alright. Oop. Turn my jetpack off. Go up here. And so I really honestly don't know which way that the sun will rise. I don't have my bearings at the moment. So I'm just gonna do this the easy way, and I'll have to just adjust it, which is fine. That's not an issue at all. Okay. Now let's go ahead and wire this down a ways. Okay. Okay. Let's turn that on. And now let's do something really irritating. There we go. It actually wasn't as irritating as I expected. Back up top to our solar panel. And now, let's take a look at exactly what we got. Okay. So, I want to get it to 0. Well, let's go ahead and throw the glass on it as well. But I want to get it to 0 so that when the sun rises from whichever direction it rises, we can adjust it so that 0 is facing it. And that'll just make our programming of the solar logic circuits that we're going to make here in a little while all the easier. But first, the sun's got to rise. After that, we'll work on setting up our stations. I just want to make sure we get as much charge as we can while the sun is available. But while we are waiting on that, I guess we could start work on some platforms to put our stuff on. Okay. Waiting for the sun to rise in the silence of space. It's kind of cool. This game is such a great idea. Okay, let's grab one of our construction supplies here and fly it over here. Because we're gonna need a bunch of stuff. Like an arc furnace. And a auto lathe. Let's get it. Alright. Okay, so our... whatever, that's fine. 5... Now I gotta get around to the rotate, right? No. I was wrong. Alright, cool. We're charging. Charging. We're going to want those batteries, and now we can turn our light off and we'll lock our mask because I don't want to just kind of die in space. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't, I don't know. Maybe you do want to die in space. Kind of a weird desire, but hey, more power to you. Alright, so this thing regulates power. And that's a good thing. And what am I doing? Okay. I ask myself that quite often, folks. Okay. Let's go upwards and onwards, obviously. And then we can take a bit of a turn there and head this way for a beat. A beat of beer. Corner it up there. And we're gonna have to start going to get some metals here pretty soon. Corner it again. A junction. Petticoat or otherwise. Okay, so we got our arc lathe connected. Now we just need our arc furnace. Now we need our auto lathe. We do not need to worry about the network port, of course, because we're not like doing anything with any sort of automation. And there's no other reason to have it. I'm gonna put a junction here because God knows we'll probably. And that is going to clip with this damn thing, and I can't do that. So, we'll switch to our handy dandy clipper. And then go back and do that another way. Junction, corner. Do a straight. Straight, corner, straight. Okay. Now the auto lathe does not take, or neither of these things take a lot of power, so that's not really a huge concern of ours. But we do want this guy getting as much power as we can. So until we get those logic chips printed out, we're going to have to do this by hand. And that's okay. We can handle it for right now. We're pioneers and stuff. So we're getting a pretty good charge. And that's good. Alright. We do need to make some stairs, I guess, because we can't always be doing that, but that will come later. Alright, now, the most important thing I think we can probably do before the evening falls is get some stuff to use in the lathe. Okay, obviously we got, and that looks like what, copper, or okay, lead, not copper. I meant to say coal, so either way I was wrong. And okay, pretty soon there'll be that ore scanner, which will be pretty sweet. I can't wait for that. That'll help a lot. We're gonna need like a ton of iron, so any of this I can find is gonna work out just dandy for what we're trying to do here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get plenty of that. Volatiles. We won't really need too many of them immediately. That'll be something we'll run into quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need gold, I'm gonna need silicone. I don't know if I'll need steel, obviously. I don't need solder for a long time. So the problem is, of course, that I have to have a furnace to make steel to make our big battery, which is what we want. We want a large battery that can hold a lot of charge, so that we don't have to worry about it. We can build up a good power backup and sit on it that way, which is what we want. So I'm just getting a ton of iron while I'm here. Hopefully this is silicone. Yes, perfect. Yeah, good. All this crap takes forever to turn into bars in the arc furnace. The silicone does and stuff. And the gold's not fast either, but it can totally be worth it. I'll tell you that. Alright, turn that sucker off. Oh yes. Let's see. 80%. Let's do 90. What is mine looking like? High still? Okay. I don't need to change it yet then. And with that done, let me put this back up. And grab all of this. Start smelting that. Because as we all know, if you smelt it, you dealt it. There we go. Alright, so here's what I like to do. There. Now I have a full battery for overnight, and that is good. So the arc lathe or autolathe. Oh man, what do I need to make a? It's not worth it. What do I need for stairs? 15 iron. We can do that. Okay. Iron's usually pretty fast, so let's throw the silicone in there. Get that silicone in there, ain't that right, Sophie? My cat Sophie sitting here with me. Hey, girl. And let's jump up here. And then real fast. Upwards. Get as much as we can as it goes. Light on. Okay. There's our iron. Let's go ahead and make a flight of stairs just in case. Well, there those went. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't usually have a backup plan for that. Um, Okay, well, live and learn, eh? Alright. I did not expect that one. Alright. Okay. Let's go back up and print another set of staples. But anyway, let's throw another group of iron in for the furnace. Alright, now with our stairs in hand. Hmm. I think maybe I'll have to make another set. Yeah, that'll be fun, whatever. I'll just do this for now. Okay, so we got our stairs. Let's just build another group of stairs. And let's put this in there. Fire it up. Okay. I don't like that. Yeah, okay. Okay. And finally, let's build us a little, you know, kind of flat surface here. A little landing. Knots landing. It's probably a waste of a frame, but we'll just replace it later. Okay. Now we have quite a bit of iron in here now. The next thing that we'll want to put up is gold. Or that we'll want in here is gold. Okay. Now, let's take a look through the auto lathe and see what it... tool manufacturer we don't need. All this crap we don't really need. Centrifuge door. Okay, I need copper. Let's see. All right. Yeah, you need the electronics printer. You don't need that other stuff. And now I need to find some copper, which really shouldn't be a big deal, I hope. The other thing we need to do, well, other than for right now swap back to our tool belt, is we need to adjust our panel back to 0. There we go. Okay. Got the gold. Now, the electronics printer lets you print the fabricator, amongst other things. Once you get the fabricator, you really don't need the other stuff. It's just kind of expensive to make it initially, but you don't have to have any other stuff once you do it. You don't need the pipe bender or anything, because you can just build a computer and manufacture from it with the fabricator. But like I said, that is a honestly pretty expensive way to do stuff. I just like to do it that way because it takes up less space in the end. And that's how I am. Okay, stuff that we will need from here. We don't really, well, we're gonna need that. I don't really need any of this right now. You have like a ton of air in this game. You start with a ton of oxygen. And, I mean, even if we didn't, I can come up and refill it right here, right? So, like, let's say, for instance, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to bother. It's just a waste. So, you can just shove your tank into that tank and it'll refill it. We've got so much oxygen right now that it's kind of pointless to use it. So, maybe if we need propellant or something, then we'll think about it then. But I'm not sold on that as a need, even remotely, right now. Since we have some stairs, that's what, lead or nickel or something. That's silicone. One thing for certain is that we need to drop stuff off in our container here. Okay. So let's drop all that crap off that we don't need to be carting around with us. Swap back to our mining stuff and find some copper. And as soon as we do that, we'll be sitting pretty-ish. Sitting pretty-ish. The Jason McMaster story. Here we go. The sun is rising. Our panel is facing the right way. Let's head into the sun so that when we come back, we'll know which direction to go. Not that we really need to worry about it that much, because I do not think we'll have to go very far to find some copper. There's silicone. Is that iron? I think it is. Yes. Okay. Keep heading towards the sun. Oh. More iron. And of course, there's always, you know, being that, that's what, nickel, yeah. Being that this is the, you know, early access for this game, there's a bunch of, you know, it's like you can just kind of turn around and see the path you've taken because it's only loading the path that you've walked on. So it kind of makes it a little easier to find your way back if you get lost this way. Which is kind of nice because I have certainly gotten lost a few times. I've always found my way back though. I've never been lost for good. Is this? Yeah. Here we go. That's what we wanted. Alright. Wow, I popped up in the air there. That's crazy. Let's see. We want to get as much of this stuff as we can, too, is the trick. Because we will never stop needing copper. We need it for cabling, we need it for electronics, we need it for just about everything. So I always like to get as much copper as I can friggin' carry. Alright. Alright. Uh-oh, more. Here we go. Come on now. Haha, give me that copper. Love it. Love it. Mmm. It's delicious. Come here. Come here, copper. Yeah, see? Alright, cool. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. No, didn't think you'd get away from me, did you? There we go. Luckily, a lot of this stuff, you know, it's in pockets, you know. It's little veins of copper and stuff will run through the terrain. We can kind of dig it out as we see fit. Alright, 100 copper is a good start. I'll take a little bit of... So this way, yep. We can still see our structure. Way earth in the distance. I mean, I do have my view distance turned up really high. Which I guess, hey, if you ever get lost, you could always, and you don't have your view distance turned up, you could always turn it up and see if you can see your base. Chugging through space, chugging through space. Everybody loves chugging through space. You know. That old whaling tune. Let's see here. You know, it's hard to ignore the iron, you know. Hard to pass it up. Just gonna uncover some of it for next time too, so that we know there's some still here. That's what I like to do, at least. Make sure it's visible. Good enough for me. Good enough for me, my friends. See? It's beautiful. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's ice. That's oxide, I mean. Which we'll want a ton of that later. But for now, whatever. I only got the old medium charge now. Let's switch out our batteries. Batteries. So that guy back up. Head towards our base. Well, look at all this freaking copper I just walked past. Oh, well, whatever. There's a lot right there, so. We'll know it for next time. Yes, indeed. Okay. Copper takes a while sometimes to get going. Alright, now very importantly we need to downward or upwards tilt. What are we at now? We're at a 70% maybe? No. Oh yeah, 70, okay. Okay, good.
Power critical.
Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? Should probably put that back in my suit. Okay, Smelterino. A lot of copper left. 10 copper. Right, you can, quick tip, you can turn it off to make it spit out what it has already. You don't have to wait for it to be a 50-gram bar. Alright, let's hit the electronics printer. And from the electronics printer, we can make circuitry for our solar panels. And we'll just put it like over here. This stupid thing here. Get over there. Yeah. These things always take a while to make. Let's 90, there we go. %. We'll have to put our sensor on here pretty soon, our daylight sensor. We'll do that next episode. Alright, come on now. 76%. Oh. Power controller, sensor. Throw our sensor over to the side here. Only 10% left. All right, so we got this this dude here. All right, and if we turn it on, we can see what we can make. Yeah, what we're looking for is circuit, not circuit boards, but logic circuits. There we go. Logic memory. We need a logic processor, logic memory, two logic IOs, and two. Actually, it might be two logic processors. But anyway. Alright, so we got all that set up, and we are looking good for our next episode. We'll get our solar panel tilted back for next time. And alright, well, hey, That's episode 1. I will be back with you folks soon. Next time we will set up the logic for our solar panel tracking. We'll make a couple more solar panels and some more stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Keep keep looking up, and remember to be kind to each other. We'll see you next time.